Konnichiwa minasan! Welcome to my new series called Otaku, where I talk about whatever anime I'm watching that week or whatever weird thing I'm into that week. This debut episode will be a full review of the Pokemon I Choose You movie, you know, the Pikachu Satoshi movie. I happened to see it when I was in Japan this August and I really enjoyed it, so I want to share that with you. Beware, it is going to be full of spoilers. In fact, I'm just going to reveal everything that's in it. But before I begin, I wanted to try this. They're cookies that I got at the Mega Pokemon Center in Ikebukuro. They're called roll cookies, and somebody told me that they're freaking delicious, so let's try some now. Can't open it. Okay. Woo! I mainly bought this because the tin can is so adorable. Cute. Oh, okay, so they're like little pirouettes. Oh, so cute. I wonder what they taste like. That went everywhere. Itadakimasu. Oh, they're delicious. So buttery and flaky. Just the right amount of sweetness. Umai! So back to the I Choose You movie review. I really enjoyed it because I freaking love Pikachu and thought he was super adorable. The action and animation were really top notch, so that was very fun and very engaging to watch. And also, I love feeling nostalgic, so if those things are what you're looking for and you're not looking for much else, you'll enjoy it too. However, there is one really super duper extra weird thing that happens in the movie that I can't get over. I'm still thinking about it, and I don't quite know how to feel about it. I feel like you'll think it's just as weird too, but I'll be talking about that a little bit later. The cool thing is you can still enjoy this movie even if you didn't experience the original Pokemon series, but if you grew up with Pokemon like I did, you will definitely enjoy it like tenfold because of the nostalgia, and I know I said that already, but it really does make it a big deal. So this is basically a fun retelling of the origin story of Satoshi and Pikachu, along with being able to see that in the universe where there are all generations of Pokemon, plus the Marshadow thing is a little bit of a hat tip to what happens in the first movie, so if those are the things you're looking for, you will 100% enjoy this movie. So from this point on, I'm going to spoil the crap out of the movie, so if you don't want to watch anymore, that's totally fine. I will see you in my next video. And now the main chunks you get in the movie are as follows. 1. When Satoshi and Pikachu finally start getting along after they get attacked by the Spearows. 2. Satoshi meeting Charmander in the rain. 3. A Bye Bye Butterfree rendition. 4. How special and important Ho-Oh is, and actually how more important it is that the rainbow feather is in Satoshi's hands. 5. There is a little bit about the legendary dogs Raikou, Entei, and Suicune and how Ho-Oh is related to them and whatnot. 6. There is the Marshadow stuff that happens, and what happens to Satoshi is reminiscent of what happens in the first movie. And then finally 7, there's that weird thing that happens that I really can't stop thinking about that I really want to talk about. I think everybody knows this already, but another important thing to bring up is the fact that there is no Misty or Brock. Instead, you have Makoto and Soji. They are not really crucial to the storyline, but they also don't hinder anything. They just kind of are there, so I wasn't really bothered by it at all. Charmander's story is a little bit different from the original, but it is just as emotional and gratuitously painful. But his journey alongside Ash was really fun, and also his original owner Cross is really important to the main storyline, so everything about Charmander made sense in this movie. The Bye Bye Butterfree thing was cool, but it was pretty much exactly the same as 20 years ago, so I feel like I didn't really need it. I guess the plot really began when Pikachu and Satoshi see Ho-Oh in the sky and Ho drops its rainbow feather and Satoshi picks it up and keeps it. And then after a little bit, a bunch of trainers see Entei in the forest, and that's actually where Satoshi and Makoto actually meet and become friends for the first time. They try to catch it, which is ridiculous. And throughout all of this time, there is a Marshadow that's kind of like shadow stalking everybody. Well, mainly Satoshi, because he's the one that's holding the feather. And then after the group solidifies, like Makoto, Satoshi, and Soji, they, I think, share a story about how the 3 legendary dogs were brought back to life by Ho-Oh, so the concept that Ho-Oh can reverse death is a really, really big theme in this movie. There's a lot of importance that lies on the rainbow feather and the fact that it glistens and continues to be a rainbow if in the hands of somebody who is pretty positive or has good positive energy, I guess, like Satoshi. But there are obstacles throughout the movie that he faces that makes him a little bit more negative, and there's kind of this like alternate space he enters where there's a world where Pokemon don't exist, and he gets like really, really sad about it. So after having like emotional journeys like that, he kind of comes to his own again and is his positive Satoshi self. So there's a lot as they journey to this mountain where Ho can be summoned, and that's where the climax occurs. So they all make it to the mountain, and by they all, it's Satoshi, Makoto, Soji, Bonji, who's like this old guy that's been looking for Ho-Oh, and I do believe at this point Cross is already with them. Cross is Charmander's original owner, who's this abusive dickbag. Oh, and I forgot, there is Team Rocket peppered in throughout the whole movie, but they're just failing everywhere, so they're kind of pointless. So anyway, instead of Ash summoning Ho-Oh, Cross thinks it's okay that he summons Ho-Oh, but since he's like a negative, mean guy and he has like bad juju spirit energy, Marshadow is at the mountain together with them, and the bad like juju spirit energy that Cross has turned the feather gray, so therefore it kind of like super powered Marshadow, and in all of that crap, Marshadow's like bad energy made all the wild Pokemon around them that were attracted to them kind of get aggressive towards them, so they all started battling each other. Well, they all started attacking. And now this is the portion that was a lot like the first movie. In the midst of battle, something's about to hit Pikachu and kill him, and Satoshi runs in the way and gets hit instead, also reminiscent of what happens with the whole Onisuzume drama, what's it called, Spearow drama that happens in the beginning. So Satoshi successfully saves Pikachu and he friggin' dies. He just dies. Pikachu calling for dead Satoshi was the saddest thing I've ever heard in my life. It made me cry. But dead Satoshi is like in this alternate plane, and while he's there, he asks Pikachu, why didn't you just get into the ball, into the Pokeball, because that would have just saved you, which is a throwback to what happened with the Spearows and stuff. And get ready, this is the thing I wanted to talk about. This is the weirdest shit ever. Pikachu freaking says with words, "Itsumo issho ni itai kara," as in, because I want to be with you always. As in, Pikachu spoke words. Pikachu talked. And what's funny is Pikachu is voiced by the same voice actress as Chopper from One Piece, Otani Ikue. So when Pikachu spoke Japanese, it was literally just Chopper. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like it shouldn't have happened. Also, how are you gonna dub this in English or in any other language? Overall, I really enjoyed it. It was a very good Pokemon movie, and like I said, the action scenes were awesome and there were a lot of touching moments. And really good voice acting. BT dubs, I keep saying Satoshi instead of Ash because they're two different people in my mind. Satoshi's voice makes Satoshi really, really intense and very cool, and Ash is just a loser. I know these stories don't change and the characters don't really change, but to me personally, the voice acting really makes or breaks the character. So in my mind, Satoshi and Ash are two different things. Ash is just a really crappy spin-off. And here's a bonus. If you notice, every time Pikachu talks to Ash or Satoshi, he calls him Pika-Pi, as in Satoshi. Anyway, just go see it if you can. If you're a Pokemon fan, you're definitely going to enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching this first episode of Otaku. Please like the video to let me know that you enjoyed it, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as well. I will be doing these every other Saturday. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Sonja mata ne!